song for you that talks about the place where I grew up, which is right above Roosevelt High School. If any of you have ever heard of a place called Papakolea. Yes? No? Papakolea? Yeah. Yes, few of you. Okay, the Papakolea was the first Hawaiian homestead land to be dubbed for the Hawaiians. And it's probably the only, no, it is. It's the only homestead land that is available to Hawaiians in town in Honolulu. All the others are kind of on the outskirts of the island. But people from Papakolea are, there's a lot of renowned people especially in the music industry that came from that area. So anyway, this song talks about that. Okay?
Hello, Miss Pōmaikaʻi.
Aloha.
My name is Ian, and my question is, what or who inspired you to become a musician?
That's an easy one. Thank you. I was inspired to sing traditional Hawaiian music because my grandmother is the one who is known for that. When I was young, my dad is the 11th child of her 12 children. And so when I was born, he was like the baby at home, but he was left to kind of live with her and help take care of her after my grandfather died. And so I had the privilege of being able to grow up in the same house as her. And every time she had a gig to go to, my dad liked to tag along. And because he liked to tag along, I was the oldest of 5 children, and I liked to tag along too. So I always had the, Daddy, can I go with you? So I would tag along and I would listen and see her at all of her performances. They were outdoor public performances. They were private performances. competitions. She played for Keiki Hula. I never did get to go with her to Merry Monarch because it involved flying, off island. But I did get to watch her on TV. There was a time when she traveled to Russia with the Hawaii Tourism. And there was a group of them that went. And so I got to kind of follow their journeys by the postcards that she sent home, letting me know how it went. And I think it was Emmy Tamimbong who also did a special on that group of people who went to Russia. And so when they came back and she put that documentary together, I got to watch. But watching my grandmother go through all of these experiences and meeting the people that she got to meet and seeing the kind of respect that she got for doing what she loved, that was what grabbed me, is that she was able to do something fun, something that she really enjoyed doing, and she was rewarded. She was rewarded with all these trips. She was rewarded with compensation. She was paid for what she did. She was rewarded with compliments, people coming up to her and telling her stories of how her music has had a huge impact on themselves as an individual or her or the families. And so I really took to heart all these things that I saw. Even though I was a young child, it never left me. These moments and these images and words that were exchanged never left me. And so I liked what was happening. And I never kind of imagined that I would be doing the same type of music as her. I grew up listening to Ka'au Crater Boys. How many of you know? Yeah, Ka'au Crater Boys is these two guys, Troy Fernandez and Ernie Cruz. And it was just a guitar and ukulele, and they would jam. And how many of you play ukulele? A few of you. How many of you folks know the song Surf? Yeah, it's the one. Everybody can play this, right? Well, this group was the one who made that song popular, yeah? And so when I was in middle school, about your age, it became the popular thing to bring the ukulele to school. So I would bring my ukulele because that's what everyone else was doing. And we were playing those kind of songs. Surf, yeah? And then the other song was Drop Baby Drop. Yeah, so that's what everyone was playing in school. And so we all learned how to play it really good. And everyone was doing the picking part and everything. And, I thought, this is fun. But then I got to high school and we had a big Mayday production that we put on. I don't know how many of you have friends that go to Punahou? Yeah? Do you guys know about their Mayday production that they put on? It's called Holoku. It's a big deal. It's almost equivalent to Kamehameha School's song contest and Ho'ike. But they spend months practicing, learning dances, and then they perform for family and any general public who wants to go and watch. But there are different positions that I could have applied for. One of them was hula director. Yeah, so I thought, I'm one of a handful of Hawaiians at this school, so I'm supposed to go for hula director because I also danced hula. And I didn't get the part, and I was kind of bummed. I said, oh my gosh, I'm one of the most Hawaiian people at this school. How dare. But, the Lord had other plans for me. The leader, the teacher who supervised the entire production, said, why don't you try out for musician? And I know that he was kind of pushing me in that direction because he knew who my grandma was. And so I did. I auditioned. And I didn't even do one of my grandma's recorded songs. I did a song by Pandanus Club that talks about this side. I don't even know if I remember all the words. Ano aya o e wai ana. You guys remember? Ka pi'ina I ka malua ka ulu kukui. It's a really old school song. So anyway, and I did it in that key, in the key of F, and which is a little bit harder to do that ha'i song. And we'll talk more about ha'i later, but Anyway, I got the part of musician, and they gave me all the songs that sounded like the music that my grandma sang. They weren't giving me Makaha Sun songs. They weren't giving me Sister Roby songs. They were giving me Genoa Keawe, traditional Hawaiian songs. And so I had to learn how to sing just like her in order to present the song the way that they wanted it to be presented. So anyway, that's how my desire to get into this started. There's a lot more to it of why I continue, but to answer your question, that's how I got started. Okay, so with that said, we're gonna do this next song for you. One of the things that my grandmother had was really good friends that she clung to. And one of her really good friends is a man named Bob Nelson. And you wouldn't know off the top of your head who he is. You might not even remember or may have seen him because he liked to stay out of the spotlight. He was a very quiet man, but very humble and very kind. Anyway, he is the composer of a song that you might know. Do you folks know Hanalei Moon? Yeah? When you see Hanalei by moonlight. Yeah? Okay, so he wrote that song. And he wrote this song that I really love. And it's a song that stuck with me when my grandmother was practicing it. Her room was right across the hallway from mine all my childhood growing up. So she, when he wrote this song and presented it to her, she was singing it all the time in her room. Never recorded it, but it kind of stuck with me. And in my later years, just recently, in fact, after my grandmother has passed, I went and spent time with him. He kind of, because my grandma was gone, he made sure to check on me, to mentor me, to give me words that I needed to hear. And so this is a song called Just a Little Girl. Just a little girl in the eyes of a mother. Just a little girl to love. Just a little girl in the eyes of a father. Just a little girl to love. Love her and teach her all the good things in your heart. For just when you reach her, it's time to be apart. Just a little girl in the eyes of a mother. Just a little girl to love. Just a little girl in the eyes of a father. Just a little girl to love. She will know as she grows how she was loved by you. When she has the eyes of a mother too. He puale I ka maka o ka mama. He puale ma ka mai. He puale I ka maka o ka papa. He puale ma ka mai. Po o he no aha avi I na mea Pōmaikaʻi ke nui a e oia e ha'alele ai. He puale I ka maka o ka mama. He puale ma ka mai. He puale I ka kamaka o ka papa he puale makamai Maupopo oia ke nuia e kamana o ke aloha ke lilo oia I makua I inipu just a little girl. Thank you.
That was a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
What do you like most about music?
Was that on your script to say?
Yeah, I forget stuff.
Thank you. I like the fact that you can kind of tug at people's hearts. I like that you can reach them from different angles. A lot of the songs are about flowers or about the rain or about a place or even about, so there's some songs about ships. And so, you have to be able to read the poetic meaning, the underlying meaning. So even though I'm talking about a flower that's blooming or a flower that is plucked, oftentimes we refer to women as flowers. Yeah. So you have to understand that even though the song is about a flower, the composer might have been talking about a woman that he was, a beautiful woman that he was watching, blossom or bloom right in front of him. And when she's plucked, yeah, it's like she's taken. Somebody has her now. And so, kolohe songs, there's love songs. There's the song that I just sang, songs that help us, that not help us, but we can all relate to. Yeah, there's a time, Just a Little Girl, I totally relate to now, even though it stuck with me when I was a little girl. Now it's become kind of like my lifetime anthem. Your parents spend so much time teaching you all these things, hoping that, you'll turn out to be, beautiful young women and handsome young men and respectful and give to society in a positive way. And, the song is just telling you to continue to teach your children. They're just little girls. I sing Just a Little Girl, but he said the song can also be sung Just a Little Boy. It's for any young child. That's why it's He Puale. Puale is just, a flower from a lei. So not gender specific. But yeah, if you can teach them, then they'll remember those things. And when they become parents, they'll remember all the things that you taught them and pass it on to their children. And so that's what I love most about my music, is that I'm able to touch people. And, I probably the best, not the best, but one of the most profound pieces of advice that I received was from a kumuhula who is very renowned on this side of the island. His name was O'Brien Eselu. If you heard of Halau Ke Kaio Kahiki, they practice at Lani Kuhonua. But he was the one who told me, he said, your grandmother, she went through a lot. She had 12 kids. How much of a toll do you think that takes on a marriage? How many of you have a lot of children in your family? Yeah? Are your parents happy all the time? Are they always smiling? Do they always have like a nice, happy tone of voice? No, I know I don't. I have 4 children of my own. And so our house isn't always the most pleasant place to be. He says, but if you're going through a lot of your own problems, your own trials, your own challenges, and sometimes it can take a toll. And so, but once you step on that stage, it's not about you anymore. It's not about you. It's not about how beautiful your voice is. It's not about how high you can sing. It's not about how long you can hold a note. It's not about what kind of runs you can do. It's about the message that you're delivering to the audience and how you make them feel. Yeah. So when the audience walks away from your presentation, how did they feel? They're not going to remember a word you sang. They're not going to remember the notes. They're just going to remember how they felt when they walked away from your performance. And so that's what you want to be the goal of every performance you do, is to be able to touch your audience. And it may not be the most stellar performance, you know. We don't all have Beyonce or Celine Dion voices. Yeah. But even them, with the grandeur that they present, they're still able to sing songs that make us think about our lives, think about our situations, and then walk away hoping, you know, that we've had a better day or we can be better people. What can we do to help someone that's struggling, you know? So that's what I love about my music. Okay, and so this song is a song that my grandmother wrote. One of the things as an artist, as a music artist, is people try to encourage you to write music. Yeah. And so I've tried, but they're all in journals kind of tucked away on my bookshelf because I never feel like they're good enough to be brought out. But this song my grandma put together is just a simple song. And it's about a bush that she used to grow right coming down the stairs. It's the ohaiali'i. How many of you have ohaiali'i in your yard or your garden? Do you know what ohaiali'i is? Maybe that's something you have to Google. Ohaiali'i. I don't know how to describe it to you. It's just a little flower, but it comes in different colors. There's red, there's yellow, there's red and yellow, there's pink. And then I've even heard that in parts of Canada, there's purple. So I'm interested to see a purple one because I've never seen it. But my grandmother used to take those flowers, the branches, and she used to graft them together and try to see if she can blend the colors so that she would take a red one and a yellow one and plant them together. And then you have a red and yellow flower that blooms. So it was the neatest thing, I thought. And when she wrote this song, she talks about how there's different colors of this flower and that how we take them and we use them to put into a lei. So if you go to any lei stand, you can ask them for an ohaiali'i lei and they'll show it to you. But it doesn't last very long. Yeah, it's one of those flowers that you have to be really gentle with. So I'm going to do this song for you called Pua Ohaiali'i. Pua Ohaiali'i Nani lua ule e kule kui au I le kau mauma haku ia me ke aloha I le po ono mele mele ula ula lani mele mele he pua akala he ui maoni no pua ohaiali'i he nani maoli no Ohaiali'i. Mahalo.
Aloha Pōmaikaʻi.
Aloha.
It's such an honor to have you here. What advice do you have for students that are interested in music?
Oh, I think I've given a lot of advice just sitting here today. But if you're interested in music, I think you need to just pursue it. But really, music is a part of everyone's life. Yeah. How you guys all, as soon as you leave here, I don't know if you're allowed, but earbuds in your ear, through your clothes, hiding in your hair so that you don't get caught, all of that stuff, you know? Like, I'm a teacher. Yeah. Get it all the time. So, music is a big part of our lives. We listen to it, you know, we listen to certain songs when we're angry. We listen to certain songs when we're sad. We listen to certain songs when we're heartbroken or even when we're in love. Yeah, we listen to songs when we just want to laugh, you know, but songs to me is just taking sounds in the universe, bringing them together. And you know what sounds are, right? If you're to break it down, they're frequencies, they're vibrations. But taking all these different vibrations, the sounds that they produce, and putting them together into a way that it's going to vibrate through us and help us to enhance our feelings and our beings. And so I think if you'd like to pursue music, I think you should. And your music might be different from anybody else's. You might be a percussionist. You might be a vocalist. Maybe your idea of pursuing music is to become a music engineer. Maybe you're not actually producing, you know, you're not the one that's singing on stage, but you're the guy doing what Mr. Hirokawa's doing, you know, fixing the levels to make the sounds come out nice. Yeah. Even that is important. And so, listen to the type of music that interests you. The music that you immerse yourself in, that's what you're going to pick up the easiest. Yeah. So if you're listening to a lot of Ariana Grande, guess who you're going to sound like? If you're listening to a lot of Justin Bieber, guess who you're going to sound like? What does it mean? No. Yeah. So if you're, you know, it's, I sing the way I sing with traditional Hawaiian music because I was immersed in it. I heard it all day, every day, my whole life. So when I finally opened my mouth to try and sing it, it just came out. My daughter, who is just 11 years old, started playing steel guitar. You guys know what steel guitar is? That instrument where you have like a metal bar and you play, you slide the bar up and down the neck and then you pick over here. Yeah. And it has that kind of sound. Anyway, she was just before she turned 9, she started taking lessons. I had never put her on a steel guitar before ever. And within 6 weeks, she was on stage with me performing her first song, which was Hene Hene Ko'aka. Yeah. And she was singing and playing it on the steel guitar. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. But then at the same time, I wasn't surprised because she was in her car seat on stage with me because my husband and I had busy schedules and I couldn't hand her off to him until certain times. So sometimes she had to come with me to my performances as a child. And even when she was in my tummy, I was substituting for my grandma. You know, sometimes my grandma couldn't make her gigs, so she would send me instead. I was traveling with her when I was pregnant. All my children, as soon as you put an instrument in their hands, they picked it up so quickly and they know all the words to all the songs. And so anyway, my point to you is whatever you surround yourself in, that's what you're going to be able to pick up eventually. So be mindful of the music you listen to. Okay, this is my last song for today. It's a song that my grandma was known for, and it has no significant meaning. It's about a ship traveling through the ocean, and you know, I don't know too much about it. There's a lot of different interpretations of this song, so I just say it's about a ship traveling through the ocean. But it's a song that my grandma made famous because she would get to a part in the song where she would hold a note, and that was her gimmick. Everybody loved when she did that. So then she became known for it. So then when she went out to perform, everybody asked for her to do the same thing. Sing the song where you hold the note. Sing the song where you hold the note. And it's carried with her ever since, even after she's gone. So now today, they all know that I sing like my grandma. And so they ask me, oh, sing the song your grandma used to sing where she holds the note. So this is the song. It's called Alika. And I'm going to get to a point where I invite you to try and sing along too. Okay? So pay attention. Ai ai Alika. Is it fuzzy? Ka e ka huile. Okay, now every Hawaiian song ends with the verse ha'ina. Almost every song, ha'ina or puana. So I'm gonna sing this next verse. You listen carefully, and then we're gonna try sing it the second time together. Okay? Ha'ina ia Aia I alika, listen. Aia I alika. Then you hold that note. Okay? Got it? And then we'll come down. Ka ihu o kamoku. Ka ihu o kamoku. Okay? Let's try. Ready? Ha'ina. Ha'ina ia. You know what? Everybody is going to sound off. So don't be afraid of sounding off. Okay? I want everyone. Let's practice the note. Everyone, repeat after me. There you go. That's what I want to hear. Try one more time. Ready? Okay. Now try this. All right. Warm up your voice now. Almost there. Okay, but we'll try it anyway. You guys gotta give it. You can't hit the note by going yeah, then you're not gonna hit it. Yeah. You've gotta project. Use your na'au, your diaphragm, and push from there. Okay? What produces sound? What will produce sound out of your mouth? Pushing what? Air. Okay? And then to hit that note, you've got to what? Contract your vocal cords. Yeah? Okay? So the tighter, the higher, the smaller the air passageway. Okay? Let's try. Ready? Ha'ina and. Ha'ina i. Warm up. Ana kapuana. Ana kapuana. Here we go. Ai ai alika. Ai ai ali. Oh, but then you have to hold it. Okay? So let's see who can hold it the longest in the class. Okay, that's how you come down after. Haina, ready, go. Haina ia mai. Ana kapuana. Ai ai alika. Ai ai Did I win that one? Yeah. Okay, you guys are forgetting to come down. Let's do the down part. Haina. Haina ia mai. Now this time we're going to kick it up a notch, yeah? So when we're holding the note, we're going to see if we can go one higher. Ai ai alika. Ai ai alika. Together, ka'ihu. Ka'ihu o kamuku. Now we end it by going. Okay, ready? Let's come down one more time and end it. Ka'ihu o kamuku. Up. Congratulations! You're all Hawaiian music singers now. Thank you all for having me today. I really enjoyed myself. Hope you folks learned something and we'll go out and listen to more traditional Hawaiian music because of this. Thanks, Micah.